The person did not pay the person $500 apiece. So they trying to reach out to Shamar to get Shamar back his stuff. That's what was told. They already done called Shamar. They already texted Shamar. Shamar have not reached back out to them. So I don't know what y'all want me to do. They don't did everything. They tried to reach out to Shamar. They hit Shamar up before they hit me up and hit K up. They hit Shamar up. Shamar did not respond back, so they went to K. They talked to K. K sent me everything. I got the number. I called them. I said, do y'all really got his stuff? Or y'all playing? They like, yeah, we got it. They showed us everything. They said they was set. They said they was told to go to the person's house, and they said that such. And then they said they tried to get back because they never got paid. Okay, that's the end of that. That's what's going on. That's what's going on. But at the end of the day, y'all, Shamar don't even give a because Shamar out of town, living his life in St. Louis. He don't care about it. So why should y'all care about it? I don't even care about it. That's why I say the money gone now. If you ever know about a robbery, you know about when it took. It ain't no, you know what I'm saying? It ain't no, bitch, no. When you get your shit took, it's done for. And that's the end of that. I don't know where y'all from and what kind of hood y'all from, but everybody know when you get your stuff took, it's done with. You gotta get making blood, or you gotta goddamn go put a insurance out. It's gone. Ain't no come on. It's gone. I did not have nothing to do with it. I don't even steal from people. I don't rob nobody. I'm not robbing nobody. So while y'all on these bloggers and all these bloggers trying to make it seem like I stole the money and stuff like that, let me tell you something. If I stole the money, trust and believe me, I would come on here and tell y'all that I took the goddamn money, because I don't give a damn what y'all talking about. And y'all know I'm very straightforward, and I don't know how to sit up here and lie. But I never came across the money. I never touched the money. I never even knew who had it until some days ago. So therefore, y'all can really stop playing with me about y'all think Tommy got the money. If I had the money, trust and believe me, I'd be balling on here, and with no pension unions, I'd be straight balling. You won't even know what state I'm in. So let's clear that up all the way, because I see a lot of y'all I see a couple of y'all bloggers that be on these live trying to get some little content and trying to put out there in the atmosphere that Tommy had something to do with it. Tommy had nothing to do with it, my love. Not at all. Tommy have nothing to do with it. But Tommy gonna talk about it because everybody come on here to listen to it. But yeah, I didn't have nothing to do with it. And at the end of the day, I'm done talking about that. At the end of the day, whoever took the money, whoever got the stuff, they took it. It's over with. And it is what it is. I'm done talking about it because it's getting irritating. It's getting boring to me. It's like that's the only thing we got to talk about. There's other things we got to talk about. I came on here to talk about some other stuff, but I came to clear my name up because a lot of people be to my son. They to my son that I know who got the money and I know I stole the money and all that. First of all, I don't know where Shamar stay at. I know he stay at, but I don't know exactly like where he stay because I don't even go in Cobb County. That's one. Let's clear that up. I don't even ride in Cobb County. And why would I go take my dumb to a person's house that who gonna automatically think I had it? That's really rhetorical. If I'm gonna rob somebody, I don't know. So they won't just go straight call my name out. Why would I go take my black over there to go rob somebody? And the first thing they gonna say is, oh, Tommy got it. Come on, that's stupid. That's just telling yourself you wanna go to jail. I don't wanna be in jail. So why would I go do a dumb crime like that? That's a dumb, come on. That's a dumb crime. Why would I go take myself and risk myself, and I got a son, and go risk myself for a dumb crime? I don't want no damn PlayStation 5 that Roach is having a picnic in. They having a goddamn Boy Scout camp out in it. I don't want that. Why would I want to bring a nest of roaches from a PlayStation 5 from somebody else's house to bring in my house so that the roaches can come in my house? And then they can start having a block party in my house. I'm good.
Tommythegossip clears up lies. In ouch Lashun, pretty much. I don't care what nobody says, because people have gotten this mixed up with my position with this. I have said from the beginning, I think, in my opinion, that Lashun had a hand in taking that money from Shamar. And Shamar is out in his own situation, even if he is the victim, because for you to single out everybody but Lashun, that lets us know you are terrified of Lashun. And you know that Lashun is the one that took your money, but you want to blame everybody else just to feel good that you blame somebody. But you know what? Let me tell you something, Shamar, because I know you're probably in the bushes listening. Blaming everybody around you instead of the person that you know took your money for sure is not how you're going to get your money back or justice or respect. Because I'm quite sure LaShawn knows that you have an idea that he is a possibility that he took that money. Okay. And like I told you guys, and I want to see who was listening, put a Y in the chat for the people who, prior to you hearing this live from Tommythegossip in the audio of 7, I had already told you that 7 had a fallout with Shamar. I want to hear how many people heard that in last night's live. Let me drink some of this water. My throat got a little dry. Okay, let me read some of the comments here. Hey, Savine. Hi, sweetie. Good afternoon, Jessica. I'm going to make you a mod. Just give me a second. I'm Jessica. Hello, Chef Sky. What's up, player? It says they like putting that out there. Select them, drag themselves down. Exactly. It says all of them after the same man. All of them had the same man that got a lot of blank in the closet and they need to. Right. Exactly, Jackie. Happy Saturday, Turquoise. We might be on here a little longer than an hour today. You know what I'm saying? And if you guys would like to come up to the platform, as long as you guys are not cussing, I will put the link. I do have a lot of things that I do want to discuss. There will be another video going out at 3, and then there'll be a video going out later on tonight. Who knows? Let me stick with the hour. Let's stick with the hour. Let's see if I can get through an hour. It says they need to clean their closet before they go around judging each other. There are a bunch of sick individuals hurting each other for no reason. And that's funny you said that, Jackie, because that is what my point is. You know, this hater that I had to remove from my comment section, they pointed out something that was true. You know, they were saying, you know, basically they were saying that the audience, probably the same audience that follows all these content creators, but they were trying to single me and Tommythegossip out and compare the two. You can't compare the two because what Tommy is willing to do for content, I'm not. I'm not getting up here because of SHAMAR'S mess and running a muckery through my channel and talking any kind of way to people online or cussing and carrying on things that break the guidelines of YouTube just to get this content out. I'm not doing that to jeopardize my channel. I feel like we can all be adults up here and we don't need to go all medieval with it to the point that we're messing up our bags. You know, and even if it wasn't a bag that came behind this, I'm not messing up my dignity and my character for people that don't have any. You feel what I'm saying? Because then I'm no better than them. You lose who you are when you start acting like the same people that you're reporting about. So it's not what you do, it's how you do it. So I don't care if some of these people, because they're giving you the extreme you know, like they'll bend over backwards trying to entertain you, so that's why they can get more likes. Let them get more likes. I'd rather keep my channel. See the getting more likes and I'm getting less likes. I'd rather get less likes because you know what that means. You know, I'm not gonna clout chase that hard for a like and do something for that like to jeopardize my channel. That makes no sense. That's not being grown. It's not being grown or sexy at all. There's nothing cute about it. We love what you share. It's just enough. Hey, thank you. Thank you, Thintress. How are you doing? I'm doing good, Turquoise. It says, don't let him run a space in your head, sister, because my mind is sad thing to waste. That's right. It says they talk about, yep, stirring up stuff. And I really feel like I do get the I get the vibe that people are trying to turn content creators against each other. And I think that they think because of how Tommythegossip gets down that he's going to fall for it. But I don't think that he's stupid. I honestly think that he knows himself that they're trying to use him as a mule to get him fighting with content creators. There's no reason for 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪 to be fighting with nobody in this sector. You know why? Because 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪 don't got no information on any content creator like he got on Shamar. He don't know me. He don't know any of the other content creators in the sector. We do our job. We are all co-workers of each other. That's it. You know, Shamar and all the rest, Alvo and all these other ninjas, they're the ones that just choose to put their business online when they're mad at each other, and then people use it as content. Tommy don't put his business online what he don't want you to know, and I certainly don't either. That's not my job to come and put my personal business online. I'm here to sit there and give you a service, and it's not talking about SL Davis is what I do behind closed doors. I already see what happens to these ninjas telling all their business. I don't want to be part of that circus. It says if I didn't want you to come up on here and say anything, they shouldn't be up on here getting their business out. Exactly. And whoever don't like you because they don't like their self, exactly. Especially when you don't even know somebody. Says that's what I'm talking about. Wow, put yourself first. Do what you got to do. Baby, I don't hate. Thank you so much, Jackie. What are I talking about? Right, it's right. Wrong is wrong. Real talk. Real talk, Savine. Yes, you did catch a live, Tiffany. The reason why they throw shade on your name because you speak the truth and they don't. Right. And you know what? That's funny you say that, Jackie, because the bottom line is, matter of fact, because I be talking. I do be talking. I'm talking about hit the like button. Yeah, hit the like button. Let's make sure we get them likes up. Let's make sure we get them likes up. Let me see where they're at now. Yeah, let's get them up to 150 or something. You know what I'm saying? Because this is my Saturday, and I like to take the time out and do my live. Yeah, but let's get them up. You know what I'm saying? You working your set, making sure you get them up everywhere else. Make sure you get them up over here and stuff. Thank you, Tiffany. It says I like you because you keep it real. Thank you so much. Hey, Faceless. So, anyways, getting directly into it. I don't know what's up with Shamar. I'm starting to side eye Shamar. I'm sorry to say that. And I'm starting to get more so why what is her name? Oh God, the rapper. She's having a baby. Help me out, guys. The one that said that Shamar needs a caregiver. Akbar. I really feel like if Shamar had, and maybe the word that, because it triggers him, maybe not hearing the word caregiver, but maybe hearing an assistant would be maybe something that he can accept better. But he needs somebody who is around to protect him, because this ain't it. This ain't it, Shamar. This ain't it. Now you just had another fallout with 7. Now, I don't know how the first fallout was. I wasn't around at the time when 7 was in the picture. And if I was, I wasn't talking about 7 at that time. She really wasn't of no importance. She seems to be a pretty good, individual that was in Shamar's life. I don't think that Shamar gets good people, good quality people that are in his life. He wants people that are going to run over him and self-destruct his life. I don't care what nobody says. I'm gonna continue to say it. And you know what? 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪 was right. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree with me. 𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪𝗪 said in his live, everybody talks about the same thing. Like this situation here with Shamar's money missing and his PS5. Ain't nobody threatening to come to nobody else's house. I understand what he means by that. And I also, but see, only reason why that's probably not happening is because a lot of these people are in different states that do this commentary. Not only that, people only do stuff to people they think. I'm not saying they can't to Tommy the Gossip, but people sometimes do foolish and threatening things to people they think they can do that with. But when you set the tone with some of these jokers and let them know it ain't like that, then they'll leave you alone. Now, Tommy allegedly is going into court because I guess Lashun went to his home. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Tiffany. That's all right. Keep it real, and that's what they are miserable because they all fighting against each other. They're breathing in their face the next day. What kind of mess is running? Yeah, it's just it's a lot of crazy work going on. So like I said, there's a lot of things. I give people the game every single day. I'm starting to even see these ninjas' behaviors changing, dumbing down the cussing and carrying on. So if a person wants to impress me, know how to move up here to keep getting the bag and stop being on your platforms, jeopardizing your platforms so that your bag is taken away. If a person wants to impress me with doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because I know how to keep my bag coming in. You know what I'm saying? And it's certainly not doing reckless stuff up on my channel just because SHAMAR'S out here doing some foolishness. I'm going to get up on my channel and cuss and carry on or cuss out my audience and demand this and demand that for a view or a like. No, we're not doing nothing like that up here. We're going to show respect when respect is due. And that's just the bottom line. You give me respect and I'm going to give it back to you. I'm going to reciprocate and give it back to you. We're adults up here. This is getting out of control. SHAMAR going around every single day. Now is this person that he believes took the money, but not one time does he bring up Lashun. You know what I'm saying? This is crazy. SHAMAR needs to move on, period. Move on from all these jokers. Move on from all of them. When I say move on, I don't mean just from Lashun. I mean from all of them. Alvo was just the other day trying to get back over there, begging for cash apps so he could take a Uber over to go so-called get his man back. So he needs to stay away from all of them. None of them mean him no good. They're all messy. Nobody's trying to solve the crime because they're trying to really help SHAMAR. It's content. And I respect it. And, if a person does it morally or immorally, I can't knock that. I just got to focus on what I'm doing over here on my channel. That's all I can worry about. I can't worry about what somebody else is doing that's not moral. You know what I'm saying? That's messed up. Or trying to character assassinate or ruin somebody's career. I can only say you got to be a better version of you and be an example, you know what I'm saying, to your community over on your channel. That's the only thing I can focus on. I can't focus on everybody else because they knew each other in real life and in the flesh and they don't like each other now. So now they're trying to cut throat on each other. It has nothing to do with me. I've never been friends with SHAMAR. I've never been friends with Tommy, Alvo, none of them. These ninjas are old enough to be my children. They're not on my level, no level. It has nothing to do with me putting nobody down. If you grown, you'd understand that it's not about me putting anybody down. It's just that these are children to me. But I know I can honestly say at the end of the day, when I was coming up, I didn't have time for this. I didn't have time to get back people. I didn't have all these generational curses and trauma bonding that's going on up here with these people. We tend to talk about SHAMAR, with traumas and looking for love. It seems like they all are doing the same thing, but they're just doing it differently. But they all hurt people. And hurt people. Ganging up on SHAMAR, I know he's not perfect, but he does have a disability. Yeah, and you're right, Tiffany. But see, I'm going to tread lightly, even though I agree 100%, because you get a bunch of sick individuals who seem to think that what you just said about ganging up on Shamar, I know he's not perfect, but he has a disability. I wholeheartedly agree to that. That's because you come from a good cloth. You wasn't raised messed up. So that's why you would come up with a ganging up on Shamar. You feel what I'm saying? And he has a disability. You acknowledge that because you have a conscience. Some people have consciences, but sometimes they're so damaged and hurt that, the morals are out the window. The thought process of all of that's out the window. It's just on, oh, well, Shamar said this or did this to me, so I'm going to do this back to him. Shamar's thought process is not like the average person. We know this. But people continue to egg on the BS. And I don't like that. And let me just say this to you. And I'm not defending Shamar. I'm defending that somebody's going to mess around and get hurt behind all this mess. Somebody's going to end up in jail behind all this mess. I see it happen when I was in the Nature Boy sector and we had to follow him over to Big O. Those ninjas don't play when it comes to triggering each other on the internet. They start finding addresses, doxing each other. People get unalived, shanked up, or pum. It happens. And it's not because it's Big O. No, that's what happens when people have had enough. And some people cannot control their emotions. People can get hurt over pettiness or over running somebody's business that's not even your business. Now you then lost your life. It's not worth it. We know that the light's on and nobody's home with Shamar. It don't take a rocket science to know that. And people think just because I be trying to show Shamar some grace. Oh, I'm on his side. I'm not on Shamar's side. Shamar for what? Shamar is a grown adult who's making foolish decisions. He's gonna have to learn like I had to learn from any mistakes that I made. Well, if he's doing something right, and sometimes doing right could be that Shamar is keeping his big mouth closed. He ain't on the internet talking the mess. Then I'm gonna be on his side. But if he's out here talking the mess and saying reckless stuff, I'm gonna talk about it and I'm gonna get on him. That's the bottom line. Just like with Avery, I felt like Tommythegossip made Avery into a charity case. You to me, I feel like, Tommy probably looks at it like, he did an interview with me. This is the way I repaid him. I respect that. That's what Tommy felt like he should have did for Avery doing that interview. But Avery's no victim neither. Avery came down with an alternative motive. That's why he also didn't come down with no clothes. Not because he wanted to test the waters out and didn't want to bring all his belongings down there. You know what I'm saying? So until he tested the waters out with Shamar. Avery thought Shamar had so much money, and the people who are broke and ain't used to having nothing, $60,000 is a lot of money to them. So Avery probably figured I can leave my clothes behind for now, go get them at a later date, because I'm so fine, because I'm a model, that Shamar's going to replace my whole wardrobe, feed me, and also while I lie, talking about I'm looking for a job, I'm just going to stay at Shamar's house for rent free, like Alvo did. Not knowing that none of that was going down for Avery. It's a circus show, and I'm just waiting for them to close the curtains on this act. Yep. And you know what was so crazy? People don't want to hear the truth. That's why I'm not a like channel holder. Because the truth ceases and desists. It puts an end to a lot of this stuff. People want to live in a lie because a lie goes on and on and on. And that's just the truth. It was all a setup. Yeah, it was a setup. But the thing is Shamar knows. I don't care what nobody says. Shamar knows it too. I haven't even bothered to reach out to Shamar because Shamar lies to himself. So if Shamar's lying to himself, what makes me think he's going to tell the truth to me? Shamar knows exactly who took his money. And for him to sit there and have people dragging this out for this long, that's why he's not going to never get that money back. He's not going to get that money back. Shamar deserves it, but he ain't got robbed. It says, but then they know women don't put them in our category. Lord Jesus don't, because they sick. They don't know how to keep it real. You already know, Tiffany. You already know. Hey, Toby. His disability ain't got nothing to do with it. His disability don't make him lie on people and have them locked up. Yeah, but they all, like I said, they all do it to each other. Your mom's side piece, they all do it to each other. You know what I'm saying? It's just that, Shamar is the ringleader of the ring, and he does it more frequently. But see, Shamar learned these nasty behaviors from being homeless in the street and either having to live with these folks and seeing some of their bad behaviors, and just like the way he talks, and he thinks that the way he talks and cusses and reads women out to filth is how black women talk. He's trying to mimic something that he saw in his life. That's what Shamar's doing. What I'm trying to say is Shamar is being something that he's not. He's portraying what he sees in the street life that he had to live when he went homeless, and the circle that he was around. And that's just not the best of him. And he should understand that. He should want better for himself. He needs to stay away from people, places, and things that don't serve him. People will start sticking out like a sore thumb if Shamar puts his foot down and decides to stay away from those people. Stop running his business to those people. People will start to see who the real villain is. Shamar feeds into it. Simple as that. You feel what I'm saying? Hey, big girl. It says Shamar always falls out with the people that really help him. Yep. And when I heard Seven talking, it just blew me away. It really blew me away that lady used to feed him, help him clean his house up. Shamar, you're right. Shamar has disabilities, this and that and other, but it's no excuse for his behavior. Shamar, you're letting things go to your head, and you're sitting up there blocking your blessings. And you're putting too much time and energy into people that don't want to see you with a blessing. They're already trying to block them, but you're blocking them on your own, by your own free will. You didn't lost a good friend in Seven. Now, I'm not trying to say she's not gonna, forgive you. She has in the past, but Seven's got to be tired of Shamar. I'm sorry, I just don't believe Shamar did this. Tommy wants to ruin Shamar. He is taking up for Avery. I bet my first pay. And and like even with it's just crazy. And like even like with Alvo right now, no, he's not popping no more. Nobody really puts up content. Somebody, matter of fact, yesterday said, please don't start mentioning Alvo. I know you put him up in a video yesterday. Please let him go on about his life. Let that little viral moment he had be over with. But nah, I put him in it because I wanted to display how Tommythegossip, still tried to, even after Alvo did what he did with Shamar, he had times where he gave Alvo credit. And Alvo is a slick ninja, because only time Alvo would ever, for the moment, and I say the moment, give Tommythegossip credit is when it benefited him. And that was a lot of times when he wanted to get back at Shamar for a quick second. And then he was back on like he is right now, dragging Tommythegossip's name and making Tommythegossip out to be an evil person. Alvo's doing this. Okay. And that's the only reason why I brought up Alvo and let you guys listen to a recording at the beginning of a video yesterday to let you know how, Tommy has been to me the better person when it came. I'm talking about when you think about Alvo and Tommythegossip, I think that between the two of them and the situation that happened that Alvo created, I think that Tommy could have really dragged him for filth even more than he did. But there was times that he gave Alvo his flowers, but Alvo, for some reason, low key cannot stand Tommythegossip. And I think that he's glad that he did what he did with Shamar on Tommythegossip. And every chance he gets to vent, he's always throwing salt on Tommythegossip's name. But Tommythegossip's not always doing that to Alvo. I just feel like none of these people are friends no more in real life. And they need to just go their separate ways. This is my opinion. Don't judge me. Don't come after me because I'm telling them for you. People out there, I think they all jealous of Shamar. Got half of them where they, and that's true. He not only Shamar, and I have to give credit when credit's due. Shamar put a lot of people on the map, or kept people who were on the map on the map. Let me just say that he kept me on the map. I was already on the map. I wasn't doing Shamar content, but I was doing Christian Rock content, Jaguar Wright, Nature Boy content. You know what I'm saying? The queenopp, because if queenopp had her mess together, she brings in more views than Shamar brings in. But she don't know how to work her set. You know what I'm saying? By the way, I love your channel. Thank you, Bookie. You're very biased against each other. It says you're a very biased against each other. Look bad, and you're stealing from the girl, and tell him on yourself. I know what is that, because you act to be on it. It says, what's our problem with your name always in his mouth? See, a lot of times I'm starting to realize with Alvo, Alvo makes up a lot of times that people are talking about him. Because I talked about him when I recorded a live yesterday, and that was because he was relevant at the time. It was something that he was talking about Shamar and Tommythegossip, and it was on the situation that's going on now, and he spoke on it briefly, and I had recorded it and I shared it with the public. But Alvo's the type of person, when he's not popping, he's desperate for views. He's a clout chaser. So he's going to sit there and sometimes make up stuff. Oh, she was talking about me when I wasn't half the time. Not thinking about him. If he's not doing nothing that's relevant and he has fizzled off, there's no reason for me to even bring him up in a conversation or a video. He's got to be doing something right now that is current and relevant to what's going on now, that I feel like would be of interest to my community for me to even do a video on him at this point. And right now he fizzled off, so he's I don't have no use for him. So if he wants to make up lies that I still got his name in his name in my mouth, and you don't even see me doing no videos of him the last week or two, then that boy's got a grand delusion going on in his head that only he has to figure out, not me. Yeah, he's back begging. Day one, I've been saying it was Lashun. Me too. I'm Keisha. I also feel Shamar is scared of him. Yep. And they planned this fake robbery by going to this club early so Lashun can do what they needed to do. They all hate Shamar. Yep. And I also, and that's not being a biased person by me agreeing. They all hate Shamar. Nobody that loves Shamar would be treating him like that, right? And absolutely not. This does not take away from Shamar being a bad person from time to time. They all are bad people from time to time. They all have bad moments from time to time and do bad things to each other from time to time. Let's get the likes up to 150. It's not asking for too much. Thank you, Tiffany. So yeah, make sure y'all hit the like button. Let's try to get the likes up as y'all come in here. Hit the like button. She's been threatening. I mean, she's been threatening by Lashun, whatever her name is. She threatened Shamar because she's guilty. It said Alvo is a space cadet. Yeah, he's big time. And then not only that, I started saying myself, I'm gonna kind of tread lightly with him, unless some of what he's doing is kind of popping again. I don't think I'll be reporting on him until that time comes, because I've been watching his lives. I just haven't been recording it, but he's something not right with Alvo. Alvo's lights are not all the way on either. He'll like go live and he's like got ADHD or something. That boy can't even stay on a live for 2 minutes before he's running off. He does like a race live, like he races to get on live to race off, especially if he feels like the cash apps are not coming in fast enough for him. He's ready to get off. He's a space cadet, is right. Yep, the like is free. That's right, Savine. I'm from Boston, groovy American tourist. I'm born and raised in Boston, Massachusetts, Roxbury, Mass. 02119 area code. That's where I'm from, Boston, Mass. That's why I have that accent. Thank you to everyone who's been following YouTube community guidelines in the live chat. You're appreciated. I got the bomb mods around here. Player. It's free promo, SL. Let them talk. Right. That's true. Because you know what, Lawson King? I talk about them all the time, free promo. I want somebody to talk about me, free promo. You know what I'm saying? Get my name popping. Yeah, Tommy is funny. All right, let me see. It says, and then when the person said they had so much money they don't need your mom for nothing, why are you buying your love? And if you think that boy that spent the night with Shamar, whatever, I think he wants back into the algorithm. So happy I finally caught your live, Tasha Smith. Welcome, sweetie. It says, want to be a boss like you, they can never be you. Nah, everybody does their thing the way they do their thing, but it's not what you do, it's how you do it. And I'm just at that age. I can't be dropping the ball, like getting too extra with these folks with this content. You know what I'm saying? This ain't clean content. You got to make it into clean content. And you can't even talk about these characters in this circus if you're acting like them. You know what I'm saying? That's calling the kettle black. So that's why I try to tread lightly, and clean up the content. And I speak my piece. I tell you the way I feel like it is, and I keep it moving. I only watch a few bloggers. I don't watch the actual people because I can't listen to all the cussing and me either. And you know what? Poor me, because I got to edit this cussing out. Every other word, half these people cussing, carrying on. But YouTube is cracking down, because the other day I put up a video from, I want to say Shamar. And I had told y'all, if there's any cussing back to back, that I was taking it down. I told you that on the live. And YouTube, just the other day, the video went up on the 28th of April. And just the other day, the algorithm must have caught that one or two cuss words, because I stopped it like when it got to like the second cuss word. and they put it in yellow, which means limited to no view. I mean, limited to no ads, because it was cussing in it, and it was Shamar. I was telling you guys I haven't edited Shamar's live that I recorded, but I was gonna let you listen to a little bit of it. But if he starts to like cussing heavily, I was gonna like turn it off. And I only let it get to 2 cuss words, and I turned it off, and YouTube caught those cuss words. So I had to edit that. I had to edit that stuff out, and then I had to get it reviewed, the video again, and then they put it back into green, monetized, fully monetized. I'm not letting these people rock me to sleep, because all that cussing is gonna catch up to these people, channel holders that up here cussing and carrying on, acting like they're on the telephone in their house. Nah, you're on somebody's platform acting a fool. Now I feel like the platforms that would really suit some of these content creators that love to cuss and carry on and be ratchet is Big O. Go on Big O if you want to be ratchet. You can't do that stuff on TikTok and YouTube, and they're not letting you do that up here. And I don't understand why they don't get it. Hey, Wendelina. Shamar don't listen to civil people is the problem. 7 is a civil person. He wants rough, loud people. Exactly. He thinks that is the style. That's the cool. No, it's not. I suggested the same thing, SL. The word caregiver triggers him. If they suggest an assistant, he might be more open to the help. Yes, exactly. I think that if they take that word away and put it like, an assistant or something like that, he would definitely probably take on offer, because he knows he needs it. Come on, man. Look at what he's going through. You do be having the wrong news when it comes to Shamar's circle. Recently started reporting the news, but somehow you come off like Look, man, run yourself out of here. Run me that, please. Don't you got a channel? Go on to your channel. And you know what? I bet you if I go to this person's channel, they probably attempted to do YouTube and ain't got but maybe 2 views on a video. Please don't tell me what to do on my channel, sir. I'm gonna let you stay up here, because I can't block everybody out there got an opinion. But if you don't like what I'm saying, then why are you in the chat? Let's make it make sense. That's like slow bus. Like, you need to have a helmet on the slow bus. Why are you in the chat if you feel that the information that I'm giving to the community is not accurate? Even though you don't know that person no more than I know. Tommythegossip don't even know what's going on with Shamar. He had to go through 7. Tommy even said he don't even be on that neck of the woods. He's not friends with Shamar no more. And I'm good. That's one thing. Put a 1 in the chat if I do say openly. So it can't be nothing biased about me. As much as I say I like Tommy ain't got no more of the tea than nobody else. You know why? He's not friends with Shamar no more. He don't run in the same circles as Shamar no more. He don't associate himself with these people. He has to do his due diligence the way he knows how for Tommy, just like I have to do my due diligence the way I know how for SL Davis's channel. How do you have so much tea on someone you're not even friends with? Let's make it make sense. And if you feel, like, nah, I'm not feeling SL Davis's content, why not? Why are you in the chat? Let's make it. I can see you being in the bushes, but why are you in the chat? You're not that important in my life to be in my chat. Go somewhere else. Bye. Poof, be gone. Nobody cares about you that much. That's weird. I could never. That's like me going to somebody's cookout that don't like me. Get missing, you weirdo. It's mental health is real, guys. And that's what pisses me off. You get an idiot that's literally in the chat with my supporters telling me how they feel about me, like I care. And I bet you if you go to their channel, they probably tried at doing YouTube and failed miserably. And that's what people be mad at. Because trust and believe, low key, a lot of people won't admit it, but a lot of people have tried to probably start a YouTube channel and do a couple of videos, and it failed. They may have deleted the content, you know what I'm saying, when they seen that they ain't got no views on it, or maybe kept it up and abandoned the channel. You feel what I'm saying? It's not, we make this look easy. People be low-key hating, and half the time it be your own kind that be doing it. That's what bothers me. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button. Go sit down. Nobody cares what you think. I'm not making you be here. You're here because you want to be here. You weirdo. I'm trying to see where that person's at because I want to go to their channel, because usually they'll let you go to the person's channel and let's see what you got going on. Probably nothing. Straight weirdos, man. And then they come in your comment section like you like there's somebody, like you're obligated to listen to their thoughts about how they feel about you. I don't care how you feel about me. Shamar needs mental, physical, and emotional help. He definitely does. He does. I'll agree. He definitely does. Let me see. It's drama every day. Yep. He player. He's referring to me, but the thing is like I must be on your mind, because honey, trust and believe. I have to be on your mind for you to be physically in my chat, getting arthritis, trying to type something to get a message across to me. You're welcome, says I got nothing but love for everybody, but I'm gonna call him out when I see wrong. I know that's right. SL, you're brilliant. Saying to Shamar he needs an assistant is clever. Yeah. Because he's gonna get triggered by saying caregiver. He's scared of Lashun. Big time he is. No sugarcoating up in here, SL. Truth needed to be heard, if you like it or not. Exactly, Maria. Thank you. Exactly. And you're invested too. And don't block this clown. Let him stay, or her, whoever it is, because half the time the people that do have photos up ain't even them anyways. If that's all right, this is more appropriate, because when you say caregiver, you make them sound like he's disabled. We already call him disabled. Right, exactly. Shamar made it to my city yesterday. I seen him walking out the store yesterday. Oh, okay, Tasha Robinson. Keep being you. That's why you have longevity. Thank you, Tiffany. 96. That's right. Right. Let's get the likes up. And the hater that's in the chat, which is welcome to stay, because I'm not paying you no mind. Actually, I have to start learning that the haters bring engagement too. So you can't just always block them just because they're saying something that's, even if it's not of any importance. Because if they had a life, they wouldn't be in my live. They would be living their life. Because why would you want to waste your life trying to tell me about me, when you could just be living your life and not looking or listening to me? Why waste your life if you feel as though, my content, is what it is? You feel what I'm saying? Like, let's make it make sense. Lashun is the main, it says, wait a minute, hold up. Lashun is the one who was calling the phone the whole time. Mind you, he contacted his Lyft driver, and the Lyft driver said he's there, wasn't no key found. So who car was Shamar last? Right. There is no crime to solve. Junior James said there's no crime to solve. Thank you, Change Me. Yes, I know he don't do right, though. Yeah, he sure does. Still set that robbery up and blamed his friends. Come on. Yeah, that's kind of, it is messed up, Erica. I gotta admit to that. He blamed put a 1 in the chat if you peeped. He blamed everybody but Lashun. You know why he blamed everybody but Lashun? Because he left Lashun out because that's who he really wants to breathe on the glass. Put some little and write "help me" on the glass because he really want to say Lashun the one took the money. Shoot. SL Shamar wrong for blaming everyone. Auntie 7 didn't deserve that. Well, we know Diva G. Are you saying that to me because you think that I don't agree with that? Of course. I just said put a 1 in the chat for everyone who peeped that he blamed everybody except for Lashun. No, when does it ever become morally right to blame people did not steal the money and people that you don't even be around anymore? He even blamed Tommythegossip and Kay. They don't even be around him. That's why I was even saying even about Tommythegossip. He don't even be around him to get the tea. He's got to get it from other sources like he got it from 7. He's not in the circle no more. He even had to admit it himself. Even 7 say he ain't around. Come on now. I call it all out. That's why I said I could be neutral. Because sometimes when maybe there's something that I disagree with Tommy, I still like Tommy. I still think he's funny. But like in some certain situations, I don't care if you got the tea from 7 or not. Tommy is not in the circle no more. So yeah, he gets the tea, but he don't get the tea like he can get it when he was still friends with Shamar. Or when him and Shamar was having fallouts, but Shamar was still low-key texting and calling him and, you know what I'm saying, making himself available. And, maybe Tommy was, accepting, Shamar at the time until, Tommy got to a point where boundaries had to be set. Don't call my phone. Matter of fact, I'm going to change my number. Whatever Tommy was doing, I'm cutting you completely off because I'm tired of you, Shamar. You know what I'm saying? I tried to give you, remember when Tommy was trying to give him advice about Alvo, and then he started soon as Tommy would give him the advice, he would sit there and flip on Tommy. Tommy said, "Nah, I'm not. I can't mess with you. You flip flop too much." Yep, and that's what I always say too. People can't get hurt behind Shamar. Yeah, but he ain't gonna do that. The common factor in all of this is Shamar is the problem. Yep, you're right, Junior James. Welcome, but please adhere to the YouTube SL guidelines. Civil and respectful, no spam, cussing, Oh, thank you, player. He needs to take time and focus on him and leave everybody alone. And that's what I always say too. But I feel like the more you say something to Shamar, the more he's gonna do the opposite of what you're telling him. He thinks that he's hurting people when you tell him not to do it, and he does it anyways. And he's only hurting himself. But listen, I'm about to get off. Make sure y'all hit the like button on the way out. Happy Saturday. Have a safe Saturday, a drama-free Saturday. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel with the notification bell on option all. And don't wait for notifications. Also, just come over to the channel when you're on YouTube to make sure that I don't have any to make sure I have new content out for you guys to watch. Something's going out today at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which will be in an hour after this live is over. So make sure you come over. Don't wait for notifications. You already know at 3 o'clock, another premiere video will be going out. Make sure y'all spam comments up in the comment section of this live when it's over, and also spam up comments in the premiere that's going out at 3 p.m. Put all your thoughts, and everything in the comment section down below at 3 o'clock when that live comes out. Well, live premiere. Now let me see. I got a super chat. Let me go down to see where. Thank you, Big Red, for the super sticker. Mwah, sweetie. Thank you for supporting the channel. You know you don't have to do that. It is free to like or dislike. You don't have to take no money out your pocket. But I love y'all. Stay blessed, and I'm out. Bye for now. Yes, after it says the live may have ended, but the replay comment party just started. Drop your thoughts below in the comment section. And if you enjoyed the live, make sure to leave a like if you haven't. Thank you, player. Thank you. Thank you, Wendelina. Thank you to all my mods. I got the best mods in the world. And thank you for everyone that joined the live today. Love y'all. Stay blessed, and I'm out. Mwah. Bye for now.